Hello, PitchGround. Welcome back to another launch day. We're so excited to be here today with Siddhant as we launch Inclick. If you guys want details about the deal, just go to pitchground.com/product/Inclick and you'll find all the details about the product, all our prior webinars, all the details to the different various LTDs that we're going to have available to you guys. But today, what we're going to do for you is we're going to do a full onboarding of Inclick. So what does that mean for you? It means that we're going to talk to you guys about what Inclick is, do a quick summary, and then share our screen so that way you guys can go into a deep dive of Inclick, how to set up your account, how to start adding your brand, start adding your social media profiles, and start running campaigns and generating reports right away. So Siddhant, thank you for joining us again. We're very excited for today's launch. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Richard, and I'm really excited about this too. And I just cannot wait to go start sharing my screen and start onboarding.
Excellent. So why don't we go over what Inclick is for those of our viewers who are joining us today for the first time?
Yes, of course, of course. So for the new audience, Inclick is a 360-degree social media intelligence tool. It helps you track your own brands, your competitors, and helps you measure your engagement on various social media channels like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We have three different modules called Track, Listen, and Trend. Track helps you see how your brand is performing and lets you benchmark it against your own competitors. Listen helps you understand the overall sentiment for your brand and lets you monitor conversations from your key customers, from everywhere, uh, from everyone and everywhere. And Trend lets you find new influencers and also lets you dig deeper into their analytics profiles and see how they are performing on various social media channels.
Awesome. And why is this important for businesses?
So, because let's say you're a brand or maybe you're an agency, so you might be running a lot of campaigns for your own brand or for your different customers. So it becomes really difficult for you to get all that data to create all those reports. So our idea with Inclick is to bring all data points into one single dashboard, whether they are about your own brand, about customers, about your clients' competitors, whether you're running a campaign and you want to see how people are responding to that campaign, what they're talking about, if you want to get that data, or if you're going to create a new influencer marketing campaign and you want to find out new influencers, or you just want to see how they are performing, the influencers that you want to work with. So the entire Inclick platform gives you more certainty across your social media marketing strategies.
Awesome. And I know it's so crucial, especially today, as businesses are struggling with their finances. They definitely want to make sure that when they're investing into marketing, into ads, into their influencers, they don't want to overspend, and they also want to make sure that they get the best return on their investment. So
Right.
I'm excited for you to go into Inclick today to show our viewers exactly how to do that. So why don't we go ahead and share your screen?
Of course, I'd love to do that. So I'll start sharing my screen now.
And for those of you guys joining us on this call, make sure if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I promise you I will get to them as soon as I can. I know that we're going to have a lot of questions about this tool because I personally had a lot of questions and Siddhant was able to help me get a lot of those answers. So just like how he helped me, help us help you. If you guys have questions about Inclick, about social media marketing, even if it's not related to the tool itself, feel free to ask. We have a subject matter expert here, and you guys definitely want to pick his brain.
Sure. So I've come directly to the sign up screen, and I was thinking I'll sign up with a new account for everyone so everyone can see how exactly to go about it. Can you just confirm that you can see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Sure, perfect. So I'll now create a new account. I'll just put in all the details here. I'll add my email address. I'll add a password to it. Pretty basic steps right here. Fill in the captcha and click on sign up. So I have been, my account is created. I'll just verify my email address. So got my email. What you have to do is perfect, pretty easy here. So we've logged into the dashboard now. My email is verified. So here we are in the Inclick dashboard. We've divided this dashboard into 3 different modules: analyze, monitor, and discover. Analyze lets you track your own brands and your competitors. Monitor lets you create new campaigns and see what conversations are happening around your brand, keyword, or event. And discover lets you find new influencers. So for PitchGround, what you would like to first do is you would like to go to app.inclick.co/PitchGround. This is the place where you will be able to apply your coupon codes. So I'll quickly apply a coupon code here. Okay, simple stuff right here. Apply one more coupon just to increase my number of brands. So I've got 2 coupons now and they've been applied. Now you can see I've been upgraded to the LTD account. It's visible right here, right? So now what I'll do is I'll go back to home. So let's start with analyze first. You go to view brands. This is the page. What we have is manage/add brands. I'll click on manage brands. Since I have bought 2 coupons, I can now add 10 brands. So let's search for a few brands. So these are some of the brands that are already there in the dashboard. We have a pool of thousands of brands already. So let's start working with Vivo because that's my favorite brand in terms of social media content. They do really good content. And let's add a couple of competitors here. Let's say Samsung Mobile, and let's add Redmi right here. Redmi is another popular brand. So these 3 brands I've added from the pool. Now, if you want to add your own brands, you would like to go to add new brand here. So here you will be able to add your own brands, but first you will have to connect your accounts, your Facebook and Instagram. So let's see how to do that. All you have to do is you have to click on connect. It takes you to the Facebook panel. So you can see my Facebook is connected. My Instagram is also connected. Now make sure that's automatic. Now you will have to make sure that once you connect your Facebook, your Instagram will be connected only when you have one of your pages that you own on your Facebook account is linked to your Instagram profile. You need to have one business Instagram account connected to your Facebook profile, and your Instagram will be connected automatically. Otherwise, it will say you'll have to connect this manually after you've done your linking first.
So I have a question about that. Can you use a personal Instagram account?
So yes, see, I've used my personal Facebook account, Siddhant Menosha. So now let's say I have 10 pages. Out of those 10 pages, one page needs to be connected to the official Instagram account. I'll share more details. More details are actually available about this on the knowledge base section also. And in case anyone's having troubles here, they can just go through the knowledge base. For most users, this will work automatically because they do have an Instagram account connected. Let's just connect Twitter now. That's again very simple. I'll just click on Twitter, authorize app. That's done. I've connected my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All three accounts are connected now. So now if you want to add a new brand, you just go to add new brand. Now you can see that all my pages are being listed here, right? These are the pages that I own. So for example, if I click on Inclick, it will directly load the page. Let's say you want to add a competitor. You don't want to add your own brand. You have to add a competitor. So you just click on select a page and start typing the URL here. Any brand that you want to add. So let's say I just add Tinder. Then I'll just again write down Tinder, their Instagram account, and I'll add their Twitter.
So it's almost instant.
That's again, I've added the Twitter. So similarly, you can add your YouTube also. Now make sure you enter the channel of the brand that you're adding, not their username, the channel. There's a link on how to find it, but let's skip it for a while, just for the time constraints. So I'll just skip for that for now. I've added these three. You can verify Tinder. Next, you click on finish. Your brand is added to the dashboard. Okay. That's just because I haven't logged out. So once you log out and log in, your brand will again be added. So once your brand is added, it will be visible on these three pages, on the front page. So now let's get a bit into the research phase on how do you research about a brand. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new group. Let's say mobiles. So my group is created. Now what I'll do is I'll add it mobiles.
So I have a question about this. So a brand is basically like a company that you want to analyze, correct?
Yes, exactly. The reason that we've clubbed these 4 profiles into brand is because it makes more sense. It gives you more ownership over your data. You can see more metrics. You know, what we've seen generally in tools is that what they do is you can add your profile. So you connect your one profile with another profile and so on. What we do is we let you compare your brands with others. This gives you a better view and better understanding of how your entire campaigns are going. And mostly what happens is generally people cross post also. So whatever goes on Facebook, a similar kind of post goes on Instagram. The size differs according to the Instagram, and the same kind of post is posted there also. So with the help of, you know, clubbing brand helps you compare yourself to your competitors faster.
Awesome.
So I'll add Tinder also now. Yeah, Tinder is there now. Look up this one. It was added, but I just didn't show because I didn't log out and log in again. This is added now. So fetching data. This is fetching data because I added it right now. It'll just take around 30 minutes before we get access to data for this brand also. But meanwhile, let's create one more group and let's call it apps. Create group, and let's just add it to the apps group. So now we have 3 brands in the mobile segment and 1 brand in the apps segment. Now here's where the real magic starts. Now Redmi, Vivo, Samsung, Tinder, I do not own any of these brands. Let's say these are all my competitors. So I'll start with Facebook or Vivo. So now you can see I have page likes coming up for the last 7 days, for the last 1 week. I have page likes coming up, their growth per day, how many posts they've published per day, photos versus videos, what kind of engagement we are getting. And we also start giving you some insights, like photos got 1.1x more engagement than videos. The difference is not very high. In case the difference is really high, it will give you a heads up like videos are performing really better than images and so on. Then we have likes gained, comments received, content shared, total engagement in the last 7 days. We have post types coming up, how many videos are there, photos are there, what's the kind of photos engagement. And we try to make the dashboard as interactive as possible. So let's say you just want to compare comments and shares only, not the likes. You just remove the likes, right? It's just comments and shares now, right? Then we have talking about, as in how many people are talking about this brand, how many people are creating stories about this brand, mentioning them, commenting on them. We have day-wise distribution. We have Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Saturday, and so on. We have reactions overview coming up. These are two main important reactions that are coming up. Let's click on like and see, deep drill down further, right? We have most engaging days here. Now, if you want to dig deeper, if you want to see how this brand is performing, what kind of content they're posting, you just have to click on all posts. So these are all the posts that this brand has posted in the last 7 days. You can change the date range also.
What's the maximum date range that somebody can look up?
6 months. That's 6 months.
So they can pull up 6 months worth of content?
Yeah, we'll pull up. So, I mean, you won't have to compare directly 6 months of content right here because this is just the feed. So maybe you want to see 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. But let's say on the previous screen where we were giving you analytics and you want to see 6 months of data, you can easily do that. That's not going to be a problem.
Okay. This is really useful.
Now, let's say you want to see, we are on this page. These are all 7 posts. I'll increase the date range also because these are very few posts. Let's say last 30 days. So now I have access to So now the date is March 9th to April 7th, and we have access to 30 days of data, right? 36 posts published so far, engagement received in the last 30 days, and so on. Now, so you see how easy it is to figure out the spike ratio here. Let's say this is 30 days, and now you can see like for these 2-3 days, the spike was so high. What you do is I'll go back to all posts again. One. So now you want to figure out which is the most engaging posts. What you do is, let's say you can just filter out content here or maybe order it. So let's say order by engagement. I clicked on order by engagement. So it automatically shuffles this up and gives me the highest engaging post here. If you want to go to this post, you click on this post and it'll take you directly to the Facebook post. This is the video, right? Now you get similar insights for different networks also. So I'll just go to research brands again. Now I want to see Vivo's Instagram insights. So I'll click on Instagram. We have all this data coming up. This is for Instagram. Similar data set, likes, comments, stats, engagement, day-wise distribution. All this data is coming up for this brand again. You click on view all posts. Again, you see the feed for this post, this page. You can increase the date range, last 30 days. All these posts are coming up. Let's say you just want to see the videos here. So you just click on content, video, maybe let's say images. So these are all the images in the last 30 days. And you want to see only the images that have received the highest engagement. So you click on order by engagement. This is the most engaging image from the last 30 days. You click on it and you will be taken directly to the post again. You click on advanced. So it's very difficult to get Instagram insights in an Excel format. So here we have made this table.
Wow,
So what you do is you click on Excel. Once you click on Excel, your the Excel file is downloaded. Same details in the Excel file. Now remember, this is a competitor's profile. If you're getting all this data for your own profiles, you'll be getting more data like reach, impressions, views, that kind of stuff you'll also be getting with this. Now moving forward, I'll go to one of the most loved features, which is compare. Now I'll compare these brands. So we have all these brands coming up. What I'll do is I'll click on mobiles because that's the group that we want to compare. Now, Richard, you were asking me about the thing about brands on why we've clubbed these into brands. And now does it make sense to you? Because now you can see the brand and its profiles compared all together on one single screen. By the way, this is for the last 30 days. You can change the date range again. Let's say you want to download something. You want to download a report for this. So you go to the reports page. Now on the reports page, what you do is you have all your brands coming up. You select the date range for which you want the data. Let's say last 7 days I've selected. So I'll click on brand report. Just a second, I have to refresh this. So how many viewers do we have currently, Richard? And how many people of you are signing up? If you have any questions so far, please keep dropping those questions. So now I'm on the reports page. Going forward, I'll just I'll create a report out of this. I'll select the date range, last 7 days, click on brand report. So you see this is, well, they're just creating a report. They're adding all data points here. So essentially, this process will take you a lot of time. Inclick automates all this for you. If you're an agency, you would understand how long does it take to create these kind of reports and how much time you have to spend. And most of these are just tedious tasks. You will have to write down those numbers every day, every week. Inclick automates all this stuff for you. So we can, as you see, we have one report downloaded here in a presentation format. So I'll just open this up. So guys, Richard, are you on the PowerPoint screen with me?
Yep, I see the PowerPoint screen.
Right. So this is the presentation that's created, the final presentation. It's a very detailed presentation that has 30 slides. You can see there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, and there's YouTube also. Everything is there for this brand. And everything is like totally customizable. Like you want to add your own colors, you can do that. You want to change some date range, you want to add your logos, you want to adjust the sizes of graphs. If you want to add images, you want to remove some slides, you want to change the look of how it looks. So you just go to the view section and click on slide master. You can change colors also. Let's say you want to remove this, so you just remove this and click on close master. It's gone now. You can add your own colors. We're also working on a customization feature where your logos will also be included in the presentation directly, and we'll also give you options to select some colors. For example, you want to use a pink theme or a yellow theme or a brown theme. So you'll have 5-6 options. That thing we're working on. So now I've shown you two things. I've shown you how to download a report with Inclick in presentation format and Excel format. And I've also shown you how to compare your 3 different brands. So more or less we are done with the track feature of the product. Now we'll move on to listen. Now let's say you're running a campaign and you want to track hashtags for your brands, your competitors, or your clients. So you go and you just create a new campaign. Let's call it PitchGround 2020 and add some keywords there. PitchGround, or let's say PitchGround growth, something, let's say, or maybe let's just say, let's just write down Inclick for now. And you select the social, all social media channels are there by default. You can just see where you want to create these campaigns from and click on create project. Once you create your project, it will be right there on the platform. And we start collecting data for this project from that moment onwards. It's real time. Now, just to show you what kind of reports are there in the campaigns, I'll switch to another account where I've created a campaign previously, because this will take some time. We start collecting conversations from this moment onwards. So I'll switch my account. I'll go to my personal account. So these are some campaigns that we created previously. So let's look at Swiggy and Zomato. For our international audience, if they don't know, Swiggy and Zomato are India's biggest startup players. They're food delivery companies, and they're like very active on social media. So we created a campaign called food delivery on 30th March with these two keywords. So total mentions collected for these brands are 72.56K. So I click on view. So April 1st to April 7th, again, date range, and these are the number of mentions collected. We have social split coming up, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, the number of mentions collected. We have content analysis, how many images have been posted, videos, carousels, Twitter text, all kind of content is coming up. We have sentiment analysis coming up. Then we have a word cloud coming up. Zomato, everything is there. People are talking about lockdown also, because obviously, I mean, these are the most talked topics these days, Corona, right?
Yep.
Now, there are two more data points that we are adding to this: top locations, top languages, and one more data point that will be released the next week, which is top influencers. Locations and languages will be released within this week. Now, this is the analytics page. Now you want to see what are the conversations happening. So you click on overview, conversations. So here we have all conversations for this topic in April 1st to April 7th with their sentiments, positive, 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 all conversations are coming up. Let's say you want to filter out conversations. So you click on filter by negative, and let's say just show me negative conversations on Twitter, and you click on search conversations. So
now, this is such a powerful feature, especially for customer service, especially on social media, because sometimes things just get buried. And if you guys use Inclick to just look up negative comments or negative questions or negative anything on social media pertaining to your brand, you can now provide public customer service that shows that you guys can turn that around, right? So rather than let something grow out of control, you can actually take actions and be proactive in resolving these customer issues. And I'll tell you, I've actually encountered many brands where there's a lot of negative sentiment, and I personally just stopped buying from them just because I don't want to go through that same experience. So if you guys sell anything, I'm telling you, this product will change your customer service experience. It will literally help you get more sales and retain happy customers if you guys just leverage this one feature of Inclick.
plus, so there are two use cases here, Richard. So one, actually three. So one is definitely the customer support thing that you were mentioning. That's really important. I mean, people who want to see what's happening across channels, what people are talking about. They can definitely see all this data from Inclick. Second use case is, let's say you're running a campaign, which is a big campaign. And maybe it's for one of your own clients. What you can do is you can just write down those hashtags. Once you write those hashtags, we start giving you content analysis also. Right?
Yep.
So let's say you're creating a new campaign called Black Friday sale with your brand, and now you want to see, like, let's say you've spoken to 50 different influencers, and they're also going to use this hashtag. Now once those influencers start using that hashtag, there are going to be hundreds and thousands of other people also who'll post something on their own. Like, that's the whole idea of creating a buzz from influencers point of view. So one interesting insight that Inclick gives you is content analysis. You'll know once on how many people are posting videos, how many people are tweeting about it. So let's say you do a test or a quiz where you say we'll give out, let's say, a giveaway to 10 people, right? So now you'll know how many people are sharing videos for this content. In this case, it's 1120. That kind of stuff, when you're in conversations. Now maybe you want to just go to some of this conversation. Let's say this is a great conversation. You want to thank this guy or do take some action. So you click on the Facebook icon that's here. It will take you directly to the post, right?
Yep.
You can just write down here, thank you, or thanks for participating, or you've won this contest. Or if it's a campaign, you can just write down, we are sorry that you had this experience and we're working hard to resolve this. So that is listen for you. Now we move on to the third feature of the product, which is trend. So as I told you, Inclick is an all-in-one solution. It's a really big solution. It's a really vast solution. So on Inclick Trend, what you can do is you can find out new influencers and see if those influencers, how they're performing across various metrics. And if you like some of the influencers, you can work with them, you can contact them personally. So like, let's say these are a lot of influencers coming up. Currently, we have 12,000 influencers right now. Now we are adding more influencers across locations and geographies every day. Plus, our algorithm also keeps on working. Once we launch the top influencers thing, it will keep on adding more influencers every day. So these are some of the influencers. Now, let's say you want to work with an influencer who's into food. So what you do is you just write down food, and you want the person to have at least 35,000 followers, but not more than, let's say, 175,000 followers, because influencers also charge you money. So you write down food and this, you click on search influencers. So now you have a list of 474 influencers shortlisted for you. Now all these people have food in their profiles. They must be talking about food. They're posting food pics, some of that. Or let's say you want to work, you like this influencer. So what you do is you unlock its report. Unlock report. We're fetching data for this influencer. It'll be ready in a couple of minutes. So you can just go to trend, unlocked reports. Then you will have all your unlocked reports coming up right here. If you want to see some influencer that you've previously unlocked, if there's any change in their metrics or anything of that sort, you can do it. You will not be charged if you view the report again. You will only be charged when you unlock the influencer. So let's say feature shot. Let's click on view report. So we see how the kind of decline this influencer has seen. Average likes, average comments, average engagement on last 96 posts, total engagement rate, videos versus images, 3 videos versus 7 images, average video views, average likes, video views rate. So this is average video views rate. So now let's say you plan to work with this influencer. Now maybe this influencer is giving you a quotation for some price. Now you know that if you work with this influencer, this is the kind of engagement you should expect from this influencer. These are the number of video views you should expect, and these are the number of average likes you should expect. And these are based on the last 96 posts. So that's enough for you to judge how an influencer is performing. Some of the posts, top hashtags that this influencer is using, and top users this influencer is mentioning. This also gives you an info on what other brands this influencer is working with, because we also give you the most used mentions. So let's say they're working with H&M, which is a clothing brand. So I'll click on H&M. So you can directly go to the user's profile also. They're working with AliExpress. So you know, if this influencer is already working with a competitor of yours, you might not be really interested in working with them. So that is trend for you. So these are all essential features of the tool. So I've taken you through how to set up your own dashboard, how to sign up, how to connect your own accounts with Inclick, how to create a brand, how to search for brands in Inclick, how to create and download the report, how to create an Excel report. And I've taken you through all the important features of Inclick. Now it's up to you how you play with Inclick and how you explore other features, because when you start digging it, there are so many more features that we haven't spoken about. So for example, one very interesting feature, let's say you want to see insights for a brand that you own. I'll go to manage brands. So this is an account that I own. I have the admin rights for this account. So what I'll do is I'll click on Instagram. So we have these insights coming up. Now for the accounts that you own, you'll have two options: insights and stories. These will only be available for the profiles that you own. So I'll click on both. First, I'll click on insights and then on stories.
So I have a question about that, Siddharth. So if I have a brand and I want to look at the insights, but I'm an agency owner, do I need to have the password and username of the primary account, or can they add me as like a user with like with not owner privileges, but like the mod? I forgot what the.
So there are two ways to go about it. Let's say you want to look at just the basic data, that is the public data, engagement, posts, that kind of stuff. So for that, you do not need any kind of permissions. You can just add the brand right away as a competitor. Now, if you're interested in getting more data like reach, impressions, private data, interaction rates, engagement rates, that kind of stuff. So what you will have to do is you will have to ask your client to give your account admin permissions for that particular account. Once you have admin permissions for that account, then you can see that account in the when you go to the add new brand account page, you'll see that brand coming up from this list, in this list. So for example, we have Fat Food Tales coming up. This is an account that I own. Or if you've added a brand as a competitor, but now you want to convert it to an owned account. So what you do is you go to manage brands, you select settings, go to settings for the brand. So you will have not owned connect, this option coming up. So as you click on this option, if you own the brand, it will directly be connected. Your Facebook will be connected and your Instagram will be connected. Twitter is not required for that. Right, Richard?
Yep.
So now this is for Instagram. Now we're giving you insights like content impressions, content reach, giving you post impressions, post reach. Now, if you go to advanced, let's say view all posts, then advanced. So now you see we have these metrics also coming up: reach, impressions, and saved.
So this will help
Three more
people
metrics.
understand more about what days are the most popular for them, and then how they can improve on the days that they're not performing so well.
Right, exactly. Now, these are the three more additional data points for your own accounts. And if you click on Excel, the Excel sheet that is downloaded will have these three also. Now, I'll go to stories. So this is the stories page for this particular account. You see, these are all stories coming up. Reach and impressions. I'll just increase the date range. Last 30 days. So there were total 16 stories published. This is the number of impressions, reach, total replies, 11% average, completion rate, stories per day, total metrics. All stories are also coming up. Historic metrics are coming up. Story types are coming up. Images versus videos, reach and impressions per day. So all of this data is also coming up. Now you want to download all this data, you click on report. Now one very important feature here that we have is Instagram stories Excel, because this data you cannot find anywhere, right?
Yep.
You can download all this as Excel also. You just click on Excel. It's downloaded.
So I noticed in that
So
menu
that's,
there are shortcuts that our users can learn to use. And you
oh yes,
mentioned that
of
in our
course.
previous webinars that for power users, people who like to get things done on the fly, we actually have shortcut keys that you can use to go
Yes,
through various menu options.
right, exactly. So let's say I am on some users stories, and then I'll go more deep. I'll go to the reports page again. So let's say I'm like 4 or 5 levels down right now. Now I just quickly want to go to the brands page. So I'll just click on Control D and it'll take me directly to the dashboard. So there are some shortcuts like these. You can find all these here. We're adding more. So it works like that. Now let's say you want to go to your campaign. So you click on Control L. It'll take you directly to the new campaign page. Control C. All shortcuts are written here. Right? So you have to go to manage campaigns, click on Control G, takes you to the campaigns page. Works across platforms. So anywhere you are, you just write down Control G and you'll come directly to this page.
And so somebody
So
sent in a question regarding campaigns, and they just want to know what a campaign is. Maybe because they think that a campaign is like you're posting something. So for Inclick, we're gonna clarify what the definition of a campaign is.
okay. So on listen, there are two metrics that we use to set your usage limits. One is campaign and one is mentions. If you go to create new campaign, you write down PitchGround and add up to 5 keywords. Keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3, maybe hashtag 1. So all conversations that will contain either of these keywords across any social media channel, that's one campaign. Now, when you created a campaign and we start tracking things for you, these are all conversations. I'll click on Wiki again. I'll go to conversations again. And every conversation that we track, for example, this or this or this is one mention. So essentially, you create one campaign. There are limited number of mentions you can track for those campaigns. So that's how it works. And for people who might want to upgrade to a bigger package sometime later, we have a very dynamic pricing and a billing portal right in the dashboard. So this is how it looks. What you do is you select the number of brands you want to track. How many mentions do you want to track? So this will explain you actually. So let's say you select the number of mentions that you want to track. So actually this is expanded because I started tracking Corona, which got like 10 million conversations. I'll go back to my new account that I just created for you guys. So when you're on your LTD package, you will have this things, billing, right? So this is how it looks. Now you select the number of brands you want to track, the number of mentions you want to track in thousands. So you see like 80,000 mentions you will be able to track and 4 campaigns you will be able to create. You can increase the number of influencer reports you want and number of dashboards that you want to increase. And these are dynamic pricing. So as soon as you click on save apply, your new limits will start. So yes, that's Inclick for you. And I think I've gone through most of the important features, screens, important data points that we offer. And I think if you guys have any questions, now would be the best time to go through with those questions.
So we have a question from Rohit. He wants to know, are there any add-on tools apart from data mining?
Add-on tools, I mean, I didn't actually get this question.
So I think he's asking if
there are,
will we help post? Is there like an auto poster or scheduling post? Like ads? Do we help with ad creation?
no, so Inclick is a social media analytics platform and it is going to remain a social media analytics platform. We are going to add more data points as we move forward with the tool. We don't have any poster or scheduler on the roadmap, and neither do we have a ad creation kind of thing on the roadmap. However, we have a paid media dashboard on the roadmap. We'll soon be offering you a paid media dashboard so you can see how your ads are performing across Facebook and Instagram. That is somewhere on the roadmap. We are just a data analytics tool.
And Rohit wants to know, is the website in the beta phase?
Yes, actually, we've upgraded the website recently only. So it's not been more than 7 days, I think, and we'll be adding more things. There are certain things missing from the website. New website the website we have to really work on.
Oh, Rohit, we're definitely gonna improve on the website interface so that it helps deliver the best experience for our users.
Of course, of course.
I have another question coming in. How much time does it take to load data for an influencer?
So it takes somewhere around 25-30 minutes. So if the data is already, most of the times data is already there for an influencer. So if you just unlock a report, there are chances that you will get access to the data instantly. But in case it is not there, it might take around 30 minutes to get data for that influencer. Our trackers are working in the background. They start collecting data for that influencer as soon as you click on unlock report.
Okay. And let's see, another question here. Actually, it's just basically questions about the LTD. So can you go to our deal page and just walk people through our LTD? It's PitchGround on our website. Nope, that's not it. So just go to pitchground.com.
And anyways, I'm going to be really active on the group. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be taking those questions on the group also. And This is the watch party, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you in the comments. Just go straight to the deal page.
Can you?
You see the one that I posted? Yeah, there you go. So explain to our users the stacking and what comes with like one coupon, etc.
Right, right. So where's the deal? The deal, here we have it. So guys, 5 brands. So one coupon, so you can stack up to 10 coupons first of all. One coupon allows you 5 brands. One brand is a combination of 4 social media profiles, as we mentioned. For example, we added Vivo, Redmi, and Xiaomi and Samsung. So those were 3 different brands. Where we added Tinder, that was one brand. So you can stack up, you can, with one coupon, you get up to 5 brands. If you want to compare it to other tools, that will be like 20 social media profiles. Then you get 6 months of history, unlimited PPN, PPT and XLS reporting, competitive analytics, one brand swap per month. Okay, this is important. You add a brand, now you want to remove that brand and add another brand. So the number of brands you can remove in a month is limited. You can swap up to one brand per month. So let's say you have 2 coupons and you get 10 brands that you can add. You get 2 swaps per month. So essentially for a month, you have 12 brands that you can track. You can remove those 2 and add other 2 instead of that. Now in Listen, you have 2 campaigns. One campaign is a combination of up to 5 keywords. And you can track 30,000 mentions per coupon. So let's say you create 2 campaigns. Each of those campaigns can get 15,000 mentions, or maybe 10,000 mentions on one campaign and 20,000 mentions on second campaign, and so on. So if you stack 2 coupons, you will have 60,000 mentions and 4 campaigns. That's how it works. And then you have trend. So on trend, you can unlock 5 influencer reports. So the 5 influencer reports means you can search from the total pool of influencers that we have, but unlock only five reports. But if you stack more coupons, you'll get access to more influencer report unlocks per month. Once your month is over, the previously unlocked influencers will start disappearing in 30 days. That's how it works. And we'll add a detailed article about this on the knowledge base page also. So if you have any questions, you can just go right there and start getting all the data that you require.
Excellent. Let's see. Double check our questions. Someone asked, can you customize reports? So I guess they're talking about like the branding, right? So like the default color was like that pink bar. Can you change it so that it's automatically branded so that you don't have to go back in there to automatically to change the colors or the logos, etc.?
Yes. So what you can when we downloaded the report, I showed you how you can change colors, add your logos, that kind of stuff. But we are also in the process of adding a customization feature where we'll be offering you up to 4 to 5 different color schemes. For example, yellow, brown, red, pink. You can just select the color scheme that you want. Your entire presentation will have that color scheme. Secondly, we are also going to offer you one feature where you can upload your logo. So if you upload your logo will also be included on all slides like a small thumbnail. So it's very useful for agency people. So agency people can just upload their logo, select their color scheme, download reports, and send it to their clients every week, month, or so on. So that will like help them eliminate a lot of tedious tasks. They can save a lot of time with that.
Awesome. Someone wants to know what's the difference between a mention and a campaign, and what's the difference between so let's define what's a campaign, what's a mention again, and then how they're different.
Right. Yes, right. So a campaign is a combination of up to 5 keywords. When you create a campaign, you add 5 keywords. Then we start tracking mentions for those keywords. We start tracking conversations happening. Every conversation, every post, whether on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, is a mention. So you create one campaign, add up to 5 keywords, and there are 10,000 people talking about those particular keywords. So then you get 10,000 mentions. So mentions are reset every first of the month.
Okay. So if you guys are just joining us now, we've just hit the 1 hour mark. We have over 632 people watching along with us. We're very excited about that.
There's one more question, I think, Richard. There's one more question, which is, what do you mean? This is an LTD and has dynamic for pricing after the deal closes. So guys, for the LTD customers, the limits that you buy today will remain with you forever. You can add those brands, you can remove those brands until, if you buy this deal today, forever. But in case after the LTD is over and you really like Inclick, which I'm sure you're going to like, and you want to upgrade, you want to buy more brands, you want to create more campaigns, you also expand as businesses, and then you want more packages, then we have the pricing there, and all LTD customers can just upgrade. So that's one question that we had here.
Yep. So we have another question coming in. If I hit my limit, what happens?
If you hit your limit, nothing happens. You cannot just add more brands. And if you cross the number of mentions that you can track, your campaign will be paused. You can either buy more mentions from our billing portal, or you can just wait for your limit to reset. Once our limit is reset, you can activate your campaigns again.
So if the campaign gets paused, can I still access the data that was generated before it hit the limit?
Yes, you can access that data, and in case you've completed your campaign also, so you can also pause your older campaigns. Data will not be deleted, data will be retained. You can just go back and view data whenever you want. That's not going to be a problem.
We have another question. How long does data exist within Inclick? So I guess what they're asking is, if you run a campaign, how long does that data stay available to you?
For 6 months.
So is it 6 months from today, or is it 6 months from the day you generate that report?
6 months from the day you create a campaign. So we start collecting data in real time and if the campaign is active only, then we are not going to delete data. So brands, your data will be there. You can just access last 6 months of data. So let's say today is 7th April, you can go up to 6 months back to retrieve all your data.
Okay,
on influencers, there's no...
So as an agency, their best practice is maybe once a week run a report and download it, so that way they have historical data, correct?
Yeah, of course. And I think in most cases, you don't actually require data to more than 6 months of data. So in LTD customers, the data is going to be retained for 6 months. For our enterprise customers, we actually do not delete data. They can access more data for 1 year, 2 years, and compare 2 years of data also.
Okay. Let's say one of our customers. So let's say we have issues running reports or run into a bug on the website. How can the users contact you? What's the best way?
So there's one email address, which is support@inclick.co. It's listed on the website also. You can just write down to us. On the dashboard also, when you go to when you log into the dashboard, you will see a need help menu. You just click on need help, write down request, report a bug. You'll get more options like, I need to suggest a feature, I need data for something. You can attach files also. You can it's a small form, and you can just fill it, click on submit. We'll get your query and we'll respond to you as soon as possible. Third, we are also adding a phone number for US customers, for customers in US and India, 2 places we are adding. And then the US number will also be live very soon. It will be available on the website also.
Okay. And we have another question. What are your value creation points for customers?
So value creation. So let's say what we've done is we've created Inclick for modern marketing teams, whether you're an agency or a brand, you will definitely find something here. So value creation actually differs from case to case. Let's say I'm an agency. My value creation is getting more clients. I'm getting value out of Inclick when I get more clients. So what you can do is you can just add new brands to Inclick, and they'll be tracked. So when you go out for pitches, you can quickly download a presentation and just show it to your new clients. This will help you create better strategies, impress your clients. So that could be value creation for agencies. Now, another value creation method for agencies could be when they want to save time. It takes so much time to create these reports. With Inclick, you can download these reports automatically every week, every month, and just send it across. So that's value creation for agencies. When you talk about brands, for brands it's really different. They want to see how their competitors are performing, what kind of campaigns they are running, what kind of traction they are getting on their campaigns. Let's say you're a software, or let's say you're a SaaS company again. Now Black Friday is coming up, so you're also going to launch a campaign on Black Friday. Your competitor is also going to do that. How do you find that data? With Inclick, it is so easy to find that data and compare it alongside. For people who attended our yesterday's webinar, I mentioned there's one new feature coming up called Share of Voice. Share of Voice will easily give you access to how your brand is performing across so many different metrics compared to your competitors. So that could be value creation for brands.
Hey, Rohit, I hope that answers your question. I also want to add to that. If you're an agency and you do marketing for brands, the amount of value you can share with those brands is priceless. Remember, a lot of companies or a lot of brands don't really know how to analyze that data. And if they do, they probably just have the generic insights from Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And if you can provide in-depth competitive analysis against their competitors, uh, into their performance, and give suggestions on improving their campaigns, whether it's on their own platforms or managing like their customer service or any of the above, that is worth, like, for some brands that's millions of dollars, right? If you think about it. So if you're
Right.
thinking about like what's the value that my customers get out of this, it's really up to you. It's how you present this data to them. It's how you take the information Inclick generates and create that story, right? Because that's basically what you're doing. You're taking information and saying, hey, if you want to increase your campaigns with your product, this is the best day, this is the best time, like this is your performance. This
Right.
is the geographic location that we're going to be coming out with soon, that your customers are coming from. So maybe for that geographic location, run more campaigns, right? Run more ads in that geographic location, because that's where all your customers are coming from. So this is very valuable information. And we'll have Siddharth come back and share some insights on best practices in future webinars on how to use this data, right? Because
Of course.
data is always out there, and it's up to you to interpret it in a way that's profitable or creates a return on investment, right?
That's
So
right.
we'll probably create like a webinar series. I'll talk to Siddharth after this. I think he'll be very excited to help our viewers, our customers do that. Because remember,
Right.
we're here to help you win. We're here to help you understand how to use this product. We don't want you to
Right.
buy this product, not use it. It doesn't make sense. We want you to get the product, use it, get results.
Exactly. That's true.
So for the full version of the website's currently already running. The product already works, as you saw from the walkthrough. So there'll always be constant upgrades happening to the website. So don't worry about the website. The product is actually fully functional, and with the additional features coming not only this week, but in the coming months. So we will
Right.
have a public roadmap that you guys will have access to, that will be linked on the website. So if you guys have questions, if you have suggestions, uh, feel free to send it in. But
Right.
we're launching today because the product is ready to use. You can already see from today's demo that you can start running reports right away within 30 minutes after you start campaigns. You guys don't have to but the only thing you have to think about is how many brands do you want to track, right? How many coupon codes do you want to stack? And remember,
Exactly.
you only stack up to 10 codes. I'm just reading a question right now. So yeah, you can only stack up to 10 codes. So if you guys want to go all out, get 10 codes, so that way you can maximize your ability to help your customers do research into their competitors, or maybe do this for your own brand. I would highly suggest you take advantage of the deal. You know, it's a great opportunity to leverage off the information that's available and present it in a way that helps you make the best decision for your customers or for your business.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, I'm going to just refresh a couple of our pages so that if there are additional questions that I missed, we can get them answered. We have over 820 people watching. This is awesome. So if you guys are watching and you guys have
Awesome.
questions, feel free to ask. We're here to help you. That has always been my motto, as you guys have seen over the last couple of weeks since I started working with PitchGround. You know, that's our mission here. We're here to educate. We're here to help you guys, especially in these challenging times. You know, a lot of businesses are struggling. A lot of businesses need to find better ways to market their brand, and this is probably the best way to do it. So, especially with a lifetime deal, the longer you have the product, the longer that you use it, the more valuable it becomes. You know, like it's a
Right.
no-brainer. So
Right. Right.
definitely leverage off of what we have to offer here today. And you know, Sadat is the founder of the company. If you guys have questions, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Feel free to ask. You know, we're here to help. We're here to help you make that best decision. If you have questions about the lifetime deal, if you have questions about, you know, what's the best keywords to look up, you know, feel free to ask. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
Right.
I think we have a question coming in. Do you need something? Do you need something extra to configure Inclick?
No, actually not. You just need your Facebook and Instagram accounts, and they should be connected to your Instagram should be connected to one of your pages. That's it. You can just click on login and you're good to go. You don't need anything extra. Any web browser works.
So I think they're referring back to the question I asked earlier. Do you need special permissions? Like if I'm a moderator and I connect my Facebook account, will it give me the same access, or do I need like the admin?
You need the admin access because we require the read insights permission from Facebook to access your private data like reach and impressions for your pages. So you need to be an admin. But if you don't have the admin rights, you can always add a brand as a competitor. The competitor, when you add it as a competitor, then also we give you data to around 80 data points. Like some data points might not be available in some cases, but that's close to 80 data points across 4 social media profiles. So that's also a lot of data, to be honest, if you start working with that data. But when you need reach and impressions, you can always connect your Facebook account.
Okay, another question here. Can I add a team member to my account?
Yes, you can add team members. In fact, every coupon that you buy from us will allow you to add one more dashboard. So let's say you've got 3 coupons or 4 coupons, so you can add up to 4 team members. You can according to your usage, you can set limits on the number of brands that you want to allow each user, the number of campaigns that each user should have. You can set those parameters, but you can have your team members accessing data from the total that you buy from us.
Awesome. Okay, if you guys have other questions, we're here for the next 10 minutes. We're here to help. If you guys have questions, we're here to answer them. Feel free to leave a comment in the questions, your questions in the comment section below. And if you're going through or if you're looking for our website for the deal, it's pitchground.com/products/Inclick. Let's see. We have another question. If we buy 2 codes today and decide we would like to upgrade 4 months down the road, will the prices be grandfathered in?
So After the LTD, you'll have to buy it on the market prices, but there's always going to be a discount code for the people who buy it today. So if you think you might be needing more brands after 2 months, it would be a wise decision to buy them now, because after 2 months this is the first and last time Inclick is coming on an LTD, and we're very happy to do it with PitchGround, by the way.
Oh, we're glad to have you here with us. So yeah, like I said earlier, if you guys start using the product, or just from watching this demo, you see the value. If you think about it, we were able to pull data from 4 different companies that we don't even own, and pull all their posts, all their videos, all their images, all the copy, right? Copy is priceless if you think about it, right? We pulled all their copy from all their posts, and we have it in an Excel that you can download, that you can start, deep diving into, to either do competitive analysis, create posts of your own that will mirror that, right? So think about it, like, it's mind blowing the power of what Inclick can do. I'm telling you guys that if you guys don't see that, you don't understand it, rewatch this video. After this video ends, rewatch it. See how much you can do with this product, especially if you don't understand right now what it does. Rewatch this video. This video will help you understand A, how quickly you can get started, B, how quickly you can get results, and C, offer that data to your potential client, right? If you know, like, let's say
Right.
I approach, let me think of a brand. Let's say I approach General Electric, right? It's a company that's struggling right now in the United States. They do manufacturing. And I can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do competitive analysis for you. I'm going to see who your competitors are. And I'm going to let you know what is getting people talking right now, right? And right now, everyone's talking about ventilators, right? So let's say this is a hypothetical. I was like, hey, look, everyone's talking about ventilators right now. What are you guys doing about ventilators? Look at how many people are talking about ventilators. This is all the mentions around the world. If you guys want goodwill, if you guys want support from the public, if you guys want people buying your product, this is the best way to do it. Here, look, the bam, bam, right? These are the number of people. This is the engagements. This is the best times a day. This is the locations where people are talking about it. Let's run ads to these locations. Let's run ads to these types of customers, right? And instantly, you shift all that marketing power.
That's right. We have one more question coming up, Richard.
Oh yeah, are there any exclusion of brands? And what happens if we're unable to find a brand? That's a great question.
So we have a pool of thousands of brands on the platform already. So you can find out the top performing brands in various industries. We're constantly adding more brands to the pool also. In case you are unable to find a brand there, all you have to do is go to the add new brand section, type in their usernames, like I just showcased you some time back. You just have to write down their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channel, and click on finish. The brand is added right away. Data is fetched within 30 minutes for that brand. Data is fetched from the day you add the brand onwards. Like, for example, you add a brand that is not there in the database today. We'll start collecting data for that brand from today, but posts will be collected from the last 30 days. Okay. So followers growth will be collected from today onwards. Other metrics like engagements, likes, comments, shares, they will be available for the last 30 days.
Okay, and what's the percentage of data accuracy on Inclick?
We're an authorized solutions provider by Facebook, so data accuracy has never been a problem. There's around it's around 96-97% accuracy in most cases. The only 3-4% difference that comes on the numbers is when you compare the numbers on Inclick with the numbers on the native social media app. And so what happens is, let's say somebody posted a post 7 days back, and we keep tracking the post once a day. So let's say we tracked it somewhere around 3 p.m. today, and you're looking at it somewhere around, let's say, 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. in the night. So the number of engaged likes, comments that have come up in the last 5-6 hours, that number will be missing from the tool, but that number will again be updated the next time the tracker runs, which is every 24 hours.
Oh, that's a really good question. So thanks for bringing that up. So it's not that the data is not accurate. It's just the time it takes to sync will create
Exactly.
a difference in the data
Right.
accuracy.
Right. That's right.
Okay. You guys have any other questions for us? We're here to help. Let's see. I'm just going through all of our Facebook channels, all our live channels. So what happens if a brand removes an account from social media? So let's say I am, I don't know, MGM, right? It's a hotel chain. And MGM decides to say, you know what, I'm going to delete my social media profile. What happens to our campaigns?
Do you really need to track a brand once it's deleted from social media? I don't think so. So the data until that day will be there on the dashboard, but but after that we'll stop tracking it. That's it.
All right. So let's see. I think we did a great walkthrough today. We went over time. Normally it takes about an hour. Did about an hour and a half, but I think it helped our viewers a lot, especially with people who were kind of on the fence or maybe had questions about the deal. I feel like this is probably like the best deal I've seen in a long time for a SaaS that deals with analytics, right?
Rohit says it's an amazing software. Thank you so much, Rohit. And we're, we're really, I mean, I would love to have you use the software also.
Yeah, we just hit 900 viewers. So for the last 60, 70 people who just joined us, please, please, please watch the replay. It's
Watch the replay,
totally,
yes.
totally recommended. It's very valuable. We went through from start to finish, everything from how to sign up to the 3 different subsections within the platform, how to use it, define the different features, and walk you guys through the LTD. So if you guys have questions after watching this webinar, feel free to drop a question in the comment section, tag us. We're here to help you, okay? So that will end our time for today. You know, we're sad to go, but we're gonna be here. We're gonna be watching all our emails. We're gonna be watching all the comments and the questions. Feel free to post. We're here to help. We're here to help you guys with the decision-making process. We're here to help answer your questions. This is a amazing LTD, and there's so many things in the pipeline that are really it's gonna literally blow your mind. You know, I'm at a loss of words because after I saw today's demo, it's like, wow, like there's so many things I can see myself using Inclick for. So I'm gonna be like the biggest fan of this product. So for all my marketers that I know that's joining us on this webinar, I know that you're probably already purchasing your codes right now. If you guys have questions about it, again, leave a question in the comment section, okay? So that ends our time for today. Thanks for joining us for that. We're happy to be launching with you today, and we're excited to see the results of our customers in the coming weeks. So have a good day. Take care.
You too. Thank you so much, Richard. Bye-bye and take care.
Bye-bye.